y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is London Tay coming to you today with another video, girl. In today's video, guys, I'm going to show you guys how I did a lace frontal sew-in, okay? I know everybody been rocking the wigs and things like that, and I haven't really seen much people do sew-in still, but she wanted to sew in, so I thought it would be a great time to film the video and show you guys how I do lace frontal sew-ins. And she's a darker skin complexion, and I think that's a really good, it's a really good video because you want to make sure that you know how to do this style on all complexions, all types of hair, all sizes of heads and everything. So yeah, right here, guys, I'm literally just braiding her hair in cornrows, small cornrows that I know that will make sure her hair lays flat and her sewing lays flat. So yeah, and I'm just connecting that one braid in the back going across, and then I'm just literally braiding everything else towards the back. Alright, y'all, so now that I'm done braiding, I'm going to smooth her edges back. I'm going to use the Got2b glue cream. Going to brush it in and, like I said, smooth it in. After that, I'm going to apply that nude cap. Now, I couldn't find a brown cap. Something that was similar to her skin complexion, so I just use a nude cap, cut out the ear tabs, and seal that front of that cap with the glue that I'm using today, which is the Ghost Bond glue, and that's just only because that's the only one I have. Just want it all, yeah. That's all, that's all, that's all, that's all, this is a stick-up. Alright, guys, so now that I got a good layer on and I smooth it out, I'm going to sit her under the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure everything is dry. Once I do that, guys, I am going to cut off the excess in the front, and then I am going to apply that frontal and make sure that it's fitted the way I want to fit and cut off any excess on the sides where the ear is. Guys, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use the Ruby Kisses palette, cream palette, and I'm going to apply a color that's similar to her color or something to make that cap darker. And then I'm going to clean the forehead with, I don't have alcohol, but I do have astringent and like witch hazel, so I'm going to use that. And also that's non-irritating, so it's great. Then I'm going to use that glue, and I'm going to start to apply that glue. And yeah, I'm going to do 3 layers, guys. The first layer is just really just melting in that cap more, and then the other 2 layers would be for, to apply that cap. Now, you can wait a couple seconds or like 30 seconds between layers to make sure it's kind of clear or mostly clear, but make sure that the layers are thin. Even if you do big layers, make sure the layers are thin, okay? Spread that with your rat tail comb to make sure it is thin and even. Once all those 3 layers are done, then you are going to apply the frontal and have the client press on half of the frontal and literally stretch. Put a little bit of, a little bit of effort and kind of stretch it flat to the other side and press that lace into the skin where it needs to be. Then I'm going to get an elastic band and place that band where that front lace is, where that lace meets that hair. And then I'm going to, after I apply that band, I'm going to sew that back of that frontal down. When you are sewing, make sure you are pulling just a little bit to make sure that everything is flat and seamless. Yeah, and when I sew, I like to kind of wrap the thread around the needle twice and make sure that it has a knot. And just kind of make sure that you are securing all areas of that frontal. After you are done, you are going to cut that back cap off. And then you are ready, guys. You are ready to start thinking about sewing everything down, all right? Make sure you do all the scalp. Now, when I do start sewing, I do double weft, okay? And I like to start kind of where that, a little bit back where that frontal ends. You can start at the front, but as you guys can see right there, it was just her hair, and I didn't want to put too much tension, so I just left that little space right there. So like I said, I'm going to secure the knots. We'll secure the tracks with that double knot at the front. Now, when you are starting off with a track and ending a track, you're going to make sure that you are putting that needle through the track instead of going around the track. But once you put it through the track and you secure it, you can just go around the track. You don't have to go through the track, you know. Oh, excuse me, guys. You know, so I am sewing in a U-shaped motion to make sure that everything is lying the way it needs to lie. And I'm literally just going to put 2.5 bundles in the back of her head. When I get to the top, that is when I'm going to more so start sewing straight across.
It was no ordinary love. Letting go, don't believe in us. Tried to grow, couldn't change each other. Now we're through, but I'll always wonder. You were not a could be. Baby, you were meant for me. That's what makes it hurt. 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 When you left, it stung, and now I'm feeling worse. That's what makes it hurt. That's what makes it hurt. Stay strong is what they say to me. How can you sleep at night? Does your conscience agree? You knew me best. Did you know I trusted you? How'd you forget? There's nothing like us two. You were not a could be. Baby, you were meant for me. That's what makes it hurt. 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 When you left, it stung, and now I'm feeling worse. That's what makes it hurt. That's what makes it hurt. And I'm hurting bad. Thought this time would change. Gotten under my skin. It's happening all over again. And I'm hurting bad. I guess you're to blame. Got my bags packed, ticket one way. That's what makes it hurt. 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 I hate the pain of love. It's got me feeling cursed. That's what makes it hurt. That's what makes it hurt.
Alright, y'all, so once all of those tracks are filled in, I'm going to now proceed to cut off that front lace. And any little spots that needs a little bit of glue that I do not want to cut off, I do get a rat tail comb, get a little bit of that glue, and put a little bit of that glue on the edges. Now, guys, be very, very careful with this. Only do little dabs of glue. Do not do a lot because it just will look a hot mess, okay? Be very skimpy when you are applying this glue, and be very, very mindful and very careful. Now, this method, I do still use 2 or 3 layers of glue, guys. I don't just put one little layer and think that's going to be enough. I still do 3 layers. And now you can smooth it out until it's clear immediately and add the 3 layers. You don't have to pretty much like wait like the other times because it's just only a little bit of glue, okay? Yeah, guys, so after that, I'm not really sure why you didn't see the part, but I did just section off parts of her baby hair that I want out, and I braided that to the front and put an elastic band on it. I did braid it to the front, sprayed some Got to Be Glue spray at that very front as well on the lace, and then tied it down again. So I melted twice. Sometimes I melt it even 3 times, guys. If it needs to be melted more, I keep on going and keep on remelting until it's looking the way I want it to look, okay? So yeah, that is what I did the front. I just did 2 on the side, 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side for the part. Now that won't be all of the baby hairs, guys. If the hair is too thick, I will pluck it out and things. I will customize it. But for right now, that is the, hyphen baby hair. But like I said, I put some Got to Be Glue spray on that lace, and then I strapped that down and secured it down with that elastic band. Now I'm going to use my Baby Bliss flat iron. I use that for curls and flat iron, everything, okay? I'm going to use that to kind of to do some barrel curls. Make sure right here you do have, figure out what side you want the part on. And then you're going to want to make sure you use like a wax stick. I use a Luscious Silk wax stick and the hot comb to kind of hot comb everything flat and down. Now, make sure where that frontal meets those bundles in the top, make sure you are parting the section off and blending that in because you want to make sure that you don't see tracks at the very top. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all I'm going to do is just do barrel curls after that. And then once those are done, I'm going to take that elastic band off, style the baby hairs, and comb out the barrel curls, and we'll be done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope it was slightly informative. I didn't want to bore you guys with such a long video, but if you are looking for something more detailed, let me know, and I will deliver that for you guys. Love you so much. Bye!